Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Vinland Saga, Season 1, Episode 16. So, last time we kind of had a big reveal in that Ragnar has kind of been running from King Swain because King Swain's plan was to send Canute out to the battlefield and die so that way this fight over who becomes the heir to the throne is no longer a problem, and it can just be Harold, uh, Canute's brother. So Ragnar was trying to protect Canute from this fate, and now Askeladd's goal of having someone like close to the throne and in power and everything is kind of up in smoke, and now he kind of just has a burden, right? Canute is someone that he's just gonna have to protect now if he chooses to. Now it's gonna be interesting what route he goes. Does he try to get rid of Canute to get rid of that burden, or does he try to get Canute into power instead so he can like keep that advantage that he has, right? Like, does he try to somehow take out Harold or something like that so Canute is the only choice? I guess we'll see what Askeladd chooses to do next, because I think this is like a big hit to Askeladd's like overall plan here. So and Thorkel knows where they are, so they need to be getting gone quick or standing their ground and fighting. We'll see. So, anyway, we'll watch this episode and see what happens this time. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. By the way, my dog is in the room, and she has been snoring a little bit, so if you hear any of that, that's what she's doing, or that's her. Or my squeaky chair. I'm gonna eat this dead person. Oh my god, it just easily ripped its ear off. Jeez. That dude's head is missing from his body. Yeah. I guess I didn't really talk about the fact that Askeladd also got him killed, or killed him. Been with him since he was a kid, huh? I think. That does suck. Well, damn. Alright. Poor Canute. Yeah, I mean, that is someone that I don't know how long, but it seems like for a while has been right there with him. Alright. So, no instant reaction yet. Oh, okay, yep. Yep, it was from when he was young. I forgot about that, or maybe I just didn't pay attention enough to that scene in the opening with Ragnar and Canute. Hmm. Trying to think about the meaning of Askeladd and Canute, like, in front of him vanishing like that. I just wonder. Huh. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. But he may need strength now with what is coming. Bjorn is starting to, like, question things, though, which is interesting. Askeladd always doing that shit. Hmm. Oh, is it someone they captured? Are they trying to find out how they learned of their location? Oh, God, it has mushed his face. Now, let me show you how it's done. I love Askeladd's voice actor. Hmm. Uh-oh. Shears. We're gonna cut your balls off. What he's gonna use them for? Oh, fingers. Ah! Damn. God. Ah. God damn. Ah. good lesson for me, too. That sounds about right. Yeah. Trying to pretend you're better than... Ugh! Oh, shit. Ah, no! Oh, fuck. Are they coming? Is it Thorko? Yep. Yep. That's unfortunate. They're all scared of him. It's spread quick. Oh, they're talking about me. It's like he's a child. Damn, that sucks. Damn, no more babying. You gotta man up. Shit, man. Traitors? Askeladd's losing strength here with its men. Damn. Just don't show that you're scared. Don't just kill those that act out. It'll make other people question. just show confidence and move forward. Alright. Oh, what a terrifying man. Shit. Oh my god, who are they killing? Oh, these are the ones that want to join them? Man! Jesus, he just cleaved through people. They just did not care that they wanted to join him. Probably didn't trust it, right? I wonder if Askeladd knew that would be their fates. That's why he didn't bother doing it himself. It makes sense. Such a simple reason, but it makes sense. They're gonna go over like a bridge that doesn't have much snow, so the sled isn't sliding well. Make it harder for them to cross. I need more booze. Are they out? My dog's snoring over there. They won't be able to move like sleds or anything across it, right? So it'll be harder for them to get their supplies across, probably. He's kind of sensing the descent. Huh. Yeah. Yep. He can already tell. He's already prepping. They have no idea what happens to people who try to join. They have this thing about, like, believing in the luck of their leader. Seems like a lot of people say that, saying he's out of luck. Which obviously doesn't really make much sense to me, but I guess I can see what they mean. There goes. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Either way, it buys them time. Whether they cross without it or they cross with it. Oh shit. We're gonna see him across the way. Uh-oh. Arrowheads? Oh, spear tips, probably. Look at this big man. He's gonna throw it, of course he is. Jesus! He just killed like 5 people! 3 of them, okay. 4. It's ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Yep. He already knew this was coming. This is why he had the sled ready. Oh shit. It's got a bunch of men. All of them? What is Bjorn gonna do? Oh shit, this is tense. Can he see what's going on? Oh, damn! Oh, I looked over at the time and I knew it was coming soon, but shit, man. That was tense. Man, if something doesn't sway the men, then it might just be down to Askeladd. What is it? It's Askeladd, Canute, Thorfinn, and Bjorn in the carriage, right? Or in the sled. Like, that's such few numbers. It's so unfortunate, because, like, if only they somehow knew what happened to the first people that went traitor and tried to join Thorkel, right? Because, like, if they knew, they'd have pretty much no other choice, right? It's follow Askeladd or go get killed by Thorkel. You know, in one situation you live, the other one you're guaranteed to die. I feel like most of the men would stay if they knew that, but they think that by surrendering to Thorkel that they'll get to live. And that's the funny thing is Thorkel doesn't even want them to surrender. Thorkel wants the fight. Like, you would think, like, oh, maybe if he could take out his whole army and get Canute in the process, Thorkel would accept that, but that's not what he cares about. He just wants to fight. That's it, guys, for episode 16. But yeah, man, we had that torture of the Englishmen in the beginning, who, you know, obviously it was too late. They were already here. He ended up spilling the beans, but that's just because he was, they already had the announcement that they were there. But man, that guy toughed it out, right? And I mean, I kind of like what Askeladd tried to do. He tried to, like, make them realize that they're no better. And that's the thing, is, like, when you're the winning side, you make it seem like you're the good guys, right? Like, you're the best, you did nothing wrong. So they, and in war, they try to vilify the enemy as well. They try to make them seem like they're not human, they're monsters. And that's exactly what happened here. This Englishman thinks that the Danes are these monsters and everything, when in reality, when the English, like, when the Anglos and Saxons got here, they did the exact same thing that the Danes are doing now. It's like, this is what war is. Like, how do you think you came to possess this land over the people that were here before? But that's the thing, 500 years ago, it's like so many generations have passed, and, you know, they just tell them the knowledge of, and, like, they can just teach them, by that time they can teach them that they're the ones that we've always been here, you know? Like, we're the ones that are destined to live here, and you must defend it at all costs, and that's what they choose to believe. And they give them this, people might hate me for saying this, but they give them this religion that they can rely on and fall back on and believe so heavily that they'll do whatever you want, because that's kind of what religion is a manipulation. So, or it can be used in that way, at the very least. And in these times, it seems like it was very much used in that way on both sides too. Like, same with the Danes going in and marching to their deaths. I've already talked about how, like, their whole religion is ingenious, because it's like, the more warrior you are, the more you go in and fight and kill and die, you will go to Valhalla, where you will, you know, have all these amazing things. And it's like, they're basically just teaching people that you should go and fight and die for me while I live here and drink happy and be rich, you know? And it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some, like, rich man in power that came up with the idea of Valhalla, right? And spread it around, and it ended up becoming this religion that so many people believe in. So it just seems like a great way to motivate people into fighting. But I mean, it kind of blows me away. I mean, even after he explained it, they don't seem to care. And, like, the big, like, turning point I mean, it's been, I shouldn't say the big turning point, because they've been getting whittled down, right? But the turning point for them was this bridge, where they thought it was useless to destroy it because the river was, like, waist high and they could walk through it. But even after he explained it, they didn't seem to care that, yeah, they can walk through it, but that means they have to carry all of their supplies. That's gonna, one, slow them down, and two, tire them out quicker. And they won't be able to keep up with us since we have sleds carrying our supplies. And then, or the other option is they take the time to, well, I think it's also something. Sorry, one second. Okay, we're good. I thought I heard a ringing. I think it might just be me, but sometimes I hear it very quietly, and sometimes it's the right on the wall behind me in the room next to this one is the boiler room. and we have like alarms in there for if any water starts to leak and stuff like that. So I get worried anytime I hear any kind of like subtle ringing or something. So I'm like, oh shit. Um, what was I saying? Like, I guess they'd also have to like abandon some of their cargo too, which means they'd have to go off and like find food, which would also buy them time. That's like one of the benefits of destroying the bridge. The other one is they take the time, a lot of time, to get the sleds across so that way they can keep carrying their cargo. And by that time, they get to, like Askeladd said, like, just give me one more day. They might have made it to a spot where they were safer. Maybe there's something up ahead that the men don't realize, but they've just lost all that faith in him. And even after that completely logical, in my opinion, explanation, it seems like pretty much all the men are still against him. So I do wonder what will, like, either they lose all their men now and we're down to a few people, which I think could be very interesting story-wise, or Askeladd does something leadershiply that wins them over and keeps them there. So I'm really curious how this tense moment relieves itself, right? But yeah. It's crazy that, like, I mean, it makes perfect sense for Thorkel's character. I'm sitting there like, oh, I can understand why Thorkel would want to kill them for the people that, like, betrayed Askeladd and left. I guess maybe it's not considered betrayal since Askeladd gave them permission. But either way, like, I can see why Thorkel would kill them, because if you're so easily swayed to leave him, who you've been with for so long, why would I trust you to be on my side, right? Like, but I guess I gave Thorkel too much credit, because he wasn't even thinking that way. He was just thinking, I don't care about anybody that just wants to surrender and not fight. Like, that's just as simple. You don't want to fight? Okay, I kill you. It's like, it's as simple as that. And it's like, I should have seen it. It's so Thorkel. I should have known. But oh man, damn. We had that moment with Canute not really being able, like, I guess we didn't have that last episode either, but Canute found out about Ragnar's death, and obviously it broke him. We see in the opening that there was that, Ragnar, like, pushing him in a sled or something like that when he was very, very young, so Ragnar's basically been with him since his birth. So I can see why he's so upset at his death. And they also tease the idea that that Canute could figure out that they weren't on the best terms, and it's very possible that Askeladd's the one that got him killed. And if he does figure it out, it might not go so well for Askeladd if Canute has people that listen to him, right? So I guess we'll see if he can manage to put it together or not. But I mean, what Askeladd said was true, though. Ragnar was babying him, and things like, I hate to admit it, and it's wrong to say, and it's definitely not something we should be doing in our time currently, but the way he's, like, freaking out and everything, and then Askeladd just, like, slaps him once and good and just says, like, we need to move on, he's dead. Like, I feel like that is how you teach him to grow up and, like, not just, like, babying him and coddling him and giving him everything he ever asked for. It's giving him the hard truths and, like, the necessity of, you gotta think of the people who are alive over the people who are dead, and things like that. Like, that's the hard choices that a leader makes. And stuff like that. Like, he needs to be taught these things, and sometimes you need a good slap to make you realize the importance of what someone's trying to say to you. So it was just really interesting, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It was a great episode. So tense. Cannot wait for the next one now. And yeah, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 more episodes. You can see my reaction to what happens next right now on there through the early access tier. There's also my Patreon show tier where you can see shows that aren't even released yet. I'm going through Free Run right now. I'm almost halfway done, kind of. I forgot that's a little bit longer of a one. It's not like a typical like 24 episode. It's like 28, I believe. But I just finished episode 11. Just watched it right before this, so check that out if you're interested in more content from me. I'm also watching live action stuff on there, where like Last of Us is on there, Stranger Things season 3 and 4 is on there, and I'm starting Watchmen as well, so that'll be on there soon too. So check all that stuff out if you want more content from me. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye bye.